everyone, and welcome back to War in the Pacific Admirals Edition. We're looking here at May 25, 1943. Should be unloading some troops there at Dili, but we'll find out more as the turn continues. Okay, so good thing we got some destroyer escorts here. Maybe we can pummel this sub here. We didn't see it, even though we have. Oh well, our ASW can't really reach that far, so that's the downside here. But that was a clever position for it. Definitely, I wasn't expecting it. Um, I'm hoping to watch us like do some direct hits here and knock this sub out, but. But so far, just some rattles, and they're all near misses. I don't think we've gotten any direct hits. But with all the near miss damages, it's possible he'll still have to run. He'll still have to go repair. Yeah, I'm just gonna skip through this. 5 hits. They're all weak. I mean, who knows? Maybe it just does so little damage he won't even have to go back for repairs. Okay. Thank you for firing at my destroyer. Whew. Okay, there's a direct hit. That's what I was wanting to see before. And now, if they're all just near misses, it's still going to have to go back to repair. It's surfaced. Okay, here goes the St. Louis. Just obliterate it with one shell. Come on. Don't let him fire off torpedoes at you. Yeah. There you go. Good. Fire torpedoes at the destroyers. This thing should just be obliterated by now, right? Okay, sub slips beneath the waves. Oh, that made me nervous. I was wondering if the St. Louis was going to get hit. But that's another sub down. And that's guaranteed. There's no, oh, it's going to resurrect or anything. It's gone. And that cargo ship is sunk. We are unloading some Marine raiders. Just take some of these small dot bases here in the Central Pacific. All right, this is what I was trying to hunt down, but I think he has 2 of these subs in this vicinity. I'm trying to take them both out. Well, okay, I don't expect to sink them both, but I'm trying to chase them away. Because I do intend to also invade Wewak. This thing has a value of 7 ASW, so we will take advantage of that high level. But also, it's a minesweeper, so I'm gonna go in here and see if we can rip up some mines. I don't even know if he's mined this port, but you never know. All right, 3 hits. I think they're all glancing blows. Hey, that's interesting. His sub shot up our LB-30. Okay, I have split my fighters. We're gonna hit both of these bases, Pegu and Rangoon. Yeah, I'm looking to knock out some supply here. Yeah, that's a good raid right there. Probably put Rangoon out of action. All right, so we're hitting some ground troops here. I did show off that we have fighters here. That's not ideal, um, but the good side is maybe he'll think twice before attacking our ships there. Man, I don't know. I would say we're giving away our intent with all these bombs, but I think our transports gave it away too. So I'm not upset about the approach I've taken here. But ask me after we have an epic showdown here in the Dutch East Indies. All right. Well, I think that's just the morning too, but um, yeah, I really need Dilly and build it up because that'll give me a lot of reach. Just thinking about something. I probably have to long range cap Kavieng because he's probably gonna start. He might be getting using air transports to get guys out of Kavieng. And I really don't want him to evacuate. Well, it is thunderstorms, just not having any luck here. Okay, what's this all about? To see where that what's what's all in there. Okay, so the St. Louis comes in here. We've got our Australian cruisers coming up. I'll bombard with that group um, probably tomorrow, but let's get through this. So he does have some coastal guns, but I don't think they're anything real amazing. Maybe just some machine guns and things. All right, here goes. All right, so we don't have very much offloaded just yet. So we're not going to be able to do an attack. I don't want to take any chances, so I'm not going to do an attack there. Okay, so we took this undefended island. Probably probably keep going. We'll see, but we're actually kind of beat up ourselves. But I may just take it and leave. Okay, well, that's that. Oh, Tong Yi. All right, we'll take that. Namatanai, nice. Airfield 1. Now we can get some fighters in there and fly direct cover. Probably get some P-39s or something, but we'll take a look. But see what kind of reinforcements we get, and then we'll jump right into the 26th. Okay, we're back here on, well, I can't see the date, and I can't remember where we are. May 26, 1943. My apologies. Um, it's I honestly, from one turn to the next, I don't really know the date unless I look up here on the calendar here because it's just kind of a blur, all the dates. Pardon me. Okay, so we're unloading. We do get some, I guess, our destroyer shoots a little bit. I didn't see our cruiser did, but trying to unload some more troops. I'm gonna wait a little bit before I attack. I am bringing in some more assets. So okay. Um, so in addition to our minesweepers, I have some. Ooh, nice. I have some patrol craft coming up here to clear the way. Now this is also maybe giving away what we're about to do, but that's okay. Well, we didn't get it to surface and take it out, but 3 hits. One was a pretty serious one, I believe. Okay. There's the St. Louis. um, I'm wondering if he's low on supplies there at Dealey. I have no idea. And we probably won't know until we attack. But I'm saying that because his defensive fire really isn't doing any damage to our ground troops. Okay. Severe storms, hopefully that protects our base there. Well, I think it did help some. We still took some casualties, but not like the usual bombings. This is thunderstorms. Hopefully that helps, and perhaps it did. It's not too bad. I did a follow-up raid because it looked like we didn't do a significant amount of damage. However, it doesn't look like we're doing a lot right now either. Moderate rain, maybe that's the reason. But some supply damage, that's good. Okay, it was time to hit this base again. So that's that. That's what that's all about. All right, I'm supposed to hit Mole Mine also, but it's possible the weather is not conducive of a raid there. Oh, he actually did a supply hit. Now, the purpose of these bombings is to soften this target up because we'll probably attack, if not the 27th, probably soon thereafter, maybe the 28th. We still have a lot more troops to offload, so we'll see where we're at. Okay. I think I saw something about radio also with the notification that was on the screen here. But anyway, there isn't potentially a sub up here though, north of Darwin. Yeah, right there. So he's probably heading into position or something. I'll have to be on the watch for that. Make sure we don't trip over that and get, lose some things. Wow, that's a significant hit. Why am I hitting WeWhack? Because I'm gonna be taking that soon, and I don't need to be damaging that base. Stop it. Well, it is what it is. That's gonna be just completely wrecked. Obviously, that's on my shoulders. I'm the one that sent that mission, but I gotta evaluate why. Maybe I was aiming for something else and accidentally, absent-mindedly picked that. Oh, we lost a B-24. That's not ideal. Okay, even more damage. That's great, guys. Well, we're taking pictures. I'll talk about Burma here when we come around to it. And we did not bomb Mole Mine. That's okay. We'll get it next turn. Now this is where I have some tanks and other, I think, tanks and other things. Not on the LCIs, but on the LSTs that are here. See, we're taking some damage as we offload, but um, I really need to get some more things there on the ground. I mean, we may be able to attack, but my confidence level is kind of low. Not that we'll. I'm not saying we're going to lose a bunch if we attack here. What? Ooh, I think we're okay to attack it. See, 205 now, so it's 3-1. I think my confidence in my ability to take this on an attack is low, but I'm sure we can do some damage, especially with these tanks here. So we'll try it. All right, so we're bombarding him. Well, I guess that's it. We should be getting some reinforcements because I was noticing that they're on the schedule to arrive today. Some merchant marine and things, but and then we'll check out the map and see where we're at. See if there's anything to update. You know, every analysis feels like I'm just repeating myself, but there's a little bit of a flux going on here. Yeah, tanker, cargo ships, an air unit. That's yeah. To finish my thought, that air unit that arrived at Aden is a British squadron of, well, I think it's supposed to be designated for ships to, attach to a battleship or something. Anyway, or a cruiser. Let's move on. Got some task force activity here. Repairs on subs, that's good. The Gato shouldn't even be working right now because it took a torpedo. I do not know how it survived. That's crazy. All right, let's just page down here, and we're almost at the bottom. Let's see. We got a crash. That's not great. Wow. We're gonna have some ops losses today, or for the 26th. I'm really looking forward to June. We're gonna have a lot of upgrades um, for ships and some new aircraft and whatnot. So that'll be something I can look forward to. All right. Yeah, I mean, you can see what's here. It's nothing special. Okay. Yeah, we can see here 3-1. Yesterday was like 6-1. I mean, it's just our ops losses are absurd. Okay. Yeah, we lost these three aircraft. Well, this one probably I think Tarawa, but these two are well, we know the Liberator got shot down in the Central Pacific, and then this P-38 over Dili probably. But let's see if we lost any pilots. Yeah, one killed. Maybe the flak, but we'll find out when we get there. Okay, so this list is getting too short for my taste because I like this to be scrollable. That means we've sunk a lot of Japanese ships. But you can see here that there are several things on here that are Japanese. We only have a couple of Indian things here. And yeah, so I'm pretty sure you know about these two things that we sank yesterday. Okay, I'm gonna kind of come across here and uh, I'm just trying to keep these bases damaged to hopefully discourage fort building. However, these may already be maxed out by now. Who knows? um, I don't know that the cat's out of the bag, but us acting up here with aggressive tactics, pardon me, may give away our near future intentions, but I also may not trigger this invasion um, real soon because I kind of want to get our guys in position. But I guess we could always unload our troops and just stay here like we have at Dilly until we're pretty settled. But I will say I'm trying to empty these ships. This is just frustrating me because it feels like it's never gonna finish unloading. This 7 motorized supports. But what I'll probably do is start marching north anyway because we can. These can these aren't there's no rush to get some of this stuff up there. Well, we've got combat engineers, combat engineer squads that I would like to include in my offensive. Plus, we've got a cavalry regiment because why not? So we don't have to rush up the island, right? We can get some of these elements filled out first. Um, so anyway, I'm gonna have to check on. I've got a lot of stuff and it's building up more and more and more. And we're now at 110 engineers with 13 engineer vehicles. So we're able to build up this base even quicker now. This, I'm trying to get these combat engineer elements into here, but I got to pick them up first. So we'll work on that. But moving on, we are I think in a good position to attack, but our supplies are low. Maybe we should wait. That's fine. We can wait. There's absolutely no rush to assault here. We do have. This is concerning me. Let's tell it go direct. I don't want to tango with that if I can help it. So if we can go like this and just side sidestep that, that would be great. All right, and um, let's take a look at that, and then also just go ahead and patrol like here to here, something like that. Anyway, so we'll keep an eye on these little area here, and that's fine. I mean, we'll do a couple runs like this and then have to refuel, but that should be fine. Okay. Um, I mean, I was looking at this earlier, and I was noticing we have bases all over the place up here, like bases in Celebes. Now I'm trying to find one, but I know we have some, like this right here. I mean, look at that. We could just sail right up here and drop a bunch of troops off. or an air. I mean, I could paradrop some um, a base force and potentially start building up this field. And here too. I mean, it's just crazy what he's left for me to occupy. Here's another island. So I'm probably not going to do that because then I'd to supply it would be a huge challenge. Plus you can't pair drop that far anyway. That's like 20 hexes. I don't have anything that reaches that far. But anyway, once we get enough supplies, we can assault here, and they'll retreat here. We'll have to split up and kind of come in to trap him and so forth. But that's another day. We have more coming, even more, and still unloading what we got here. Um, some artillery, I think, and whatnot. And then this division, or no, brigade is still unloading. Um, and there's no rush. He's not reinforcing this anytime soon. I'd like to get the supply levels up before we attack because I don't want to run out of. I don't want to be attacking with low supply. Okay, now let's. So I'm noticing it looks like um two things are happening at the same time. If I'm not mistaken, it looks like there's a pip showing something is moving this way, but there's definitely a pip showing he's also moving this way. So I think he's also retreating as well as advancing. I do not know what's advancing, but if he doesn't bring in a division here, we will crush it. And we may even crush a division because I know it's a ×3 terrain on defense, but we're gonna have tanks here, and we can just pummel the unit with air power and attack, I believe. But first, we got to see what it is that he's bringing in here. If it's less than a division, it will just be utterly wiped out. And I could even be wrong that he's moving something in. I have no idea. That said, I think we're here to stay. There's no way that he's pushing us out because, pardon me, without air superiority, he would have to get 2,500 assault strength just to be even with us. And we are also digging in, entrenching, and there's no way it's that much assault value coming in here. Plus, we have air superiority, which means we can bomb him so much that if he attacks us, he'll just be decimated. Um, and I was supposed to bomb Mole Mine, but it didn't go. And we hit this enough damage, I think we can look at something else to hit. Probably Chiang Mai next. And if we move east or northeast into China, man, this looks pretty formidable. Some of these things going on here. I may put something here because if he moves, I don't know what this guy's doing, but if he moves here and then across, it'll be just as bad as if, yeah, and he destroys that. It'll be just as bad as if he destroys Lanchow. So we're going on the road, which means we're moving faster. As soon as we get this core here, I'm stopping. But I may. I'm going to need more here. That's not enough. But we should have more coming. They're just slow moving up this road. Um, but I'll know quicker. As soon as he moves here, I can even shuffle something down if I need to. Um, I think we'll be okay. All right. Well, I mean, you can see what's going on, and things aren't necessarily ideal for us. Um, this guy is not moving bad. He's moving at best speed, trying to get across here. I don't know if this helps him move fast, the motorized support or not, but he's trucking along. And as soon as we can get to Tuyun, we could rail over here all the way to Changsha in March, I think. And it's all major roads from there. So, you know, keep our fingers crossed that we'll get there pretty quick. We can flip this to combat. He'll arrive here next turn, block this, and maybe he'll start feeling some interesting supply issues. Who knows? I do not know how these things. I don't know how they're calculated. If there's no delay whatsoever because they just start using the road or what. And then also, if he's railing troops, we'll be blocking him from just railing all the way to here. Which would have been the ideal scenario to get guys here before we did our offensive. However, I didn't have the open window to do that until I did my offensive. Anyway, I think we're in good shape. Well, at least in the conversation I'm uh, feeding you. Um, let's transfer this to Chungking. We'll regroup and maybe come back another day. But in fact, this Indian mountain gun regiment is hauling quickly. Uh, it'll slow down up in these hills, but I may send it up here as well. We'll see. We'll see where we need it. I'm hoping he stops here and just doesn't doesn't try to push his advantage anywhere. But we'll see. If this is a division and he goes here, I can't hold him off with this teeny core. But that said, let's put replacements on, and I think we can divide the unit, right? And they'll keep the same, yeah. Um, Now they're heading to Lanchow, but I'm gonna stop them right here. Two hexes. So I split them up to hopefully get the replacements and the replacements and get these repaired sooner as a result. Because, yeah, it's going to be a while before we got more troops coming. I'm going to do the same with these guys. Maybe they'll build out quicker as well. Who knows? Because the AV on these is just so small. All right, well, I may have to. This doesn't need a garrison. So let's send you up. All right. I don't know if that's going to do it, but we're going to head up there. Position here or here. Um, we'll see. We'll certainly get here before we get here, and it'll be a long distance. Anyway, I don't want to sit here and take a lot of your time. It was nice looking over this and discussing this, but I don't want to bore you with some of the more laborious stuff. We'll just kick it off again when we talk about May 27. In the meantime, I hope you all have a good rest of your day. Take care. Bye.